Hello there, my name is TJ and I am an independent video game developer, and this is a day in my life. After a quick little bit of cardio at the gym, I come home and at 7 o'clock is when my day really gets started. Today I'm going to be working on Castles on Clouds, which is the game that I recently released on Steam. Some people think it's okay. Regardless though, there's still a lot to improve, so I'm going to be spending today doing some bug fixes and adding some new features. So first thing that I do is crack open my notebook and write a list of tasks that I want to accomplish. I feel like this really helps me stay focused during the day. Today's objective is to add a new chill difficulty mode. Reading through some of the reviews on Steam, I saw that there were a lot of people complaining that the game was a little too hard for them, but rather than change it for everyone, I'd rather just add a second difficulty with just the enemy's health decrease substantially. In addition to that, I'm going to create some new leaderboards for those difficulties so that players that played through on the current challenging settings don't feel like they're getting undercut by people playing on an easier difficulty. At around 8 o'clock, I will take a break to make some coffee. And once that's completed, back to the grind, hanging out with the second most important woman in my life. Well, the goal was to get this done before lunch, but it's currently 9 o'clock in the morning and it's already done and working. So the leaderboards, you can now select the difficulty and it'll show the correct difficulty for each one, which is pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool. And I've already got it uploaded to Steam. I have that little Steam uploader script. I'll throw it in the description, I guess, if anyone's interested. But it just makes rapid iteration super fast. I love making any sort of like dev tools to use between projects. So the goal is to get this done before lunch. It's currently like 9 in the morning, so that works. I'm going to go make some breakfast now, and then we'll get to some bug fixing. So to quickly review the tasks that we set out to accomplish today, we've got the new difficulty added, we've got new leaderboards added, and we have an option for the player to configure it right before they start the game. So I want to show the cool little pipeline that I have set up here for bug fixing. So if ever someone encounters a bug, all they have to do is just click this little button here, bada boom, it pulls right up to the GitHub with this nice little bug reporting form. You select get started, you just put in the title of your bug, description, behavior, etc. And then right here it says please attach the player.log and save data files. I created another button right here that just pops open that folder for you, so you can easily grab either of these files, and with both of them submitted, it makes it so much easier for me to figure out what's actually broken, and then I can fix it real quick and get back to adding new features. At around 1 o'clock, I'll take a break to make some lunch, and by make, I mean microwave something that I meal prepped a few days ago. For lunch, just reheating some turkey, rice, avocado, broccoli, you know, the staples. After lunch, I'll usually grab a second cup of coffee and then get back to work. Today, we are focusing on some bug fixing for the afternoon. And just to show you a quick example, someone was having this issue where they couldn't place any of the towers or move their hero. Just hearing that, who knows what could possibly be going wrong. So I asked him to upload his player.log file and his save data, and he did that. And after he uploaded the player.log file, I was looking through and I saw here in the logs that card blank was not found in the inactive cards list. So what is this blank card? Well, he uploaded his save data, and I can look through his unlock IDs and see that he's unlocked number 13. Number 13 just so happens to be the sheep one for committing a war crime, allegedly. And because of that, this is just like a fun little unlock. There's no bonus that comes with it. Actually, when I was sifting through the cards, since there's no card associated with that unlock, it would break because I needed to add this little check for null. And after adding this little check, now it no longer breaks and his game works. But all of that was figured out through the save data and the player log that he so nicely uploaded. And he says the fix indeed worked and automatically fixed another bug. So yeah, this system is so nice. Life is good. Players can also list their changes as enhancements instead of bugs that are just new features or requests. So this guy wanted the ability to drag around on the meta progression page. So now when you go, you can drag around with the mouse. But if it's something simple like that, I can usually add it pretty fast. And at around 5 o'clock, it is time for my favorite part of the day. I'm going to take a break and head to the gym. So I grabbed some performance enhancing drugs. And today we're going to be hitting some back and biceps. I've been dealing with some left wrist pain, which will require me modifying a few exercises, but it won't be too bad. I usually start any back or bi day with some face pulls. It's just a easy movement that gets the blood flowing in my biceps and my back a little bit. It also targets the rear delts, which are kind of your most difficult head of your shoulders to hit. So it's a good little warm up and gets me started. And I'm gonna be honest, guys, lo-fi's not really hitting, so I'm gonna just throw in some funk or metal or something. After that, I'll move on to some pull downs, really focused here on pulling with my elbows. And you'll see I'll try to do 3 sets of around 10 to 12. And then afterwards, I'll throw in 4 to 6 sort of cheat reps. So initially, I'm trying to almost touch my chest, but then towards the end, you'll see I'm just bringing it down to my chin. I've been trying to go up in weight in this, and I've really stalled hard. So I think adding a few extra cheat reps just to try to get everything out of it that I possibly can is going to be beneficial. After that, I'll move on to some pull-ups. For pull-ups, I just do 1 AMRAP set, meaning as many reps as possible. Really focused on controlling the negative and going down slowly. I feel like this really helps my joints, specifically the little tendons in my biceps and my elbows. I feel a lot better after doing 1 set like this real slowly than I do of just like repping out as many as possible. So if you've never tried this before and you've got a little bicep pain or elbow pain, highly recommend giving these slow reps a shot. After that, I'm going to move on to some more rear delt bent over flies. Unfortunately, my gym doesn't have any machines to try to hit the backs of your delts, so this is kind of the only option I have, and it's okay. I'm really trying to hold the weights a little bit at the top just to get as much of a stretch as possible. After that, I'm going to move on to the more bicep focused point of the workout. I'm going to be doing some hammer curls, starting off with 4 sets of around 12 to 15. Unfortunately, like I said earlier, my left wrist has really been bothering me, and normally I would do these with my palms facing upwards, but instead I've had to adjust, and I'm now doing hammer curls. So you'll see my wrists are in a turned position because I don't have any pain when I'm doing it this way. So that's what we've got to do for now. Really focused on controlling the negative and going down slowly. Some people will suggest to do full range of motion of bringing your arm down as far as possible and pulling it back up. That has led to some pain for me and some discomfort, so this works better. After this, we're going to switch it up and do a new movement with some reverse grip curls. Your bicep has 2 heads, and technically this hits the brachialis tendon, which isn't part of your bicep. It's underneath, but it's a good movement regardless. You'll see I'm really focused here on controlling the negative and going down slowly, especially on that last rep. I recently heard something online that I've been trying to replicate, of doing every rep like you're going to do one more. So just because you complete that 10th or 12th rep doesn't mean you drop it from the top. You still go down slowly. Afterwards, I'm going to switch over to some overhead bicep curls. I saw these in a Jeff Nippert video where he talked about how it stimulates the bicep better than almost any other curl. As to why, I'm not sure, but if they're good enough for him, they're good enough for me. He's basically the Pope of lifting on YouTube. So we'll do both arms here, around 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. That's the range I like to keep for most arm-related stuff. Finally, doing the last back exercise, I'm doing single arm rows. I really like these as opposed to doing normal rows that you would do seated with both arms, purely just because I feel like I can get a perfect line of motion from my hand to my lat, and it doesn't bother my elbows the way that normal 2-arm rows would. Again, with a lot of lifting, I feel like it comes down to creating a program that you can follow week in and week out without getting injured, and this has been very helpful for me. Finally, I'm going to finish up with some abs. I'll do some sit-ups, some leg raises, some Russian twists, and then some crunches, just trying to focus on a different area of the abs or obliques with each step. I will run through this 2 times of doing 30 or so reps. Each takes like 6 or 7 minutes, and I'll have this at the end of just about any push or pull day. And then after that, though, I do have some additional forearm work that I'll do just because I've been watching too much Sam Sulek, and he's been talking about how he wants his forearms to be bigger, so he's hitting forearms more. Thus, I want my forearms to be bigger, so I'm going to hit my forearms more. After the gym, I come back and shower and cook up a little bit of dinner, and then it's back to either doing some work or playing some games. Right now, I want to really make sure that the game is super polished, so doing a little bit more bug fixing tonight, and then heading off to bed at around 10 or 11 o'clock. And that is a day in my life. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm considering doing these maybe weekly going forward. If that's something that you want to see, definitely leave a like. Also, check out my game on Steam. It's $3 and people like it. Regardless, though, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.